and welcome back to the episode of the Right Read podcast. I'm your resident Drake enthusiast. I'm gonna pass it off to my right.
Yeah, I'm Usad. You find me at Usad NBA.
Um, Jalen Green, I'm playing. Dre here back again. You can find me on Twitter at Willems WILLL 3Ls UMZ.
Isaiah, you can find me on Twitter at Twitter user GG Supremacy.
Yes. And today we are doing a very special episode. We're going to be going over our top 15 players in the NBA currently. We're kind of hoping there's going to be some disagreements and some arguments
Oh,
on this
there's
thing.
going to be disagreements
Yeah,
for
'cause,
sure.
I mean, it's a top 15 list, but we'll be going from number 1, working our way down to 15. Hoping to get this guy yelled today.
I mean, starting at 1, raise your hand if it's not Jokic. Okay.
They want to say of all people,
Okay,
bro.
all right. I mean, we can do a quick spiel, but I don't think we have
Yeah.
to. 3-time MVP, 1-time champion. It's Jokic.
I'm gonna say arguably the greatest offensive center
yeah.
ever. Like, it should be no debate about him being
in the combo.
Is it even arguable at this point?
Might not be.
It
might be.
Offensive center is not arguable. I think he's getting into the combo for offense.
Yeah, offensive player.
Offensive player, yeah, honestly.
He's
genuinely.
getting into that combo.
Yeah.
All right. Number 2 spot.
This is where I think it gets
This is
controversial.
where
I think so. How do you want to announce these?
I'll give you mine.
Start.
Oh,
I'll give you
go
mine.
for it.
I have the reigning MVP of the league, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander at number 2.
I have Giannis.
I have
also have
Giannis.
Giannis.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, really?
I
I thought you have Giannis at 2.
I really thought about it. I will say it's neck and neck for me. I think it's super close. I just think even though it's his defense has fallen off a little bit, what Giannis gives you in the playmaking and defense just edges him out a little bit over Shea for me, because Shea, for how great he is as an ISO player, best ISO player in the league right now, and arguably best scorer or like best scoring guard.
He's the best scorer in the NBA.
Best scorer in the NBA, led the league in scoring. I do think that his limitations are in the sense of he's not as great of a PNR operator the way Giannis is. And he's also, while he's a good defender, solid defender, he's not Giannis. Even though Giannis isn't Giannis anymore.
I think so can I ask, do you guys have Shea at 3?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, wait, okay. I think the reason I went Shea over it is currently, and like the dude just had one of the greatest seasons ever. Scoring champion, MVP, NBA champion, Finals MVP. Like the list of players that have done that, Western Conference Finals MVP. Like the list of players that have had that type of season is very slim. I want to say it's 6 players that have done it, and all of those guys are top 15 players of all time, let alone in the league currently. So I look at what he's done and how important he is to that Thunder offense, and I think it's understated how much he makes that offense run. I think when we hear like offensive engine, everyone goes to like Jokic. He operates from the nail, post ups. What he does is just everything. Luka is a PNR operator, even like a guy in the lower tier of like Trey Young. Oh, like balls in their hand, they're gonna run point guard, PNR. What Shea does as an 5-out ISO scorer, and it's generating itself at like 64 true shooting, something ridiculous this year. Like him being that efficient with that style of play, it opens up so much for your team. And I think it allows so much leeway to where they didn't have a true point guard this year. Like they didn't need a quote unquote like high field elite playmaker or passer. And even in that sense, Shea took a huge leap in terms of playmaking reads and as a passer overall. And I think I'm going to push back on the defense a little bit, because I think what he does for that defense, he's a good POA defender. He is the best guard shot blocker in the NBA, not named Amen Thompson. Like what he is a weak side guy, a team guy. He is a massive, massive key to why that defense was so good. Obviously, rim protection is going to mean a little more, but I think with Giannis, and my pushback on that is he's not necessarily a rim protector. He's a weak side shot blocker for me. He's not a guy that I play at the 5. It's a reason why I need Brook Lopez next to him. It's a reason why you go out and sign Miles Turner, because he's not a 5 in the terms of being just an outright stalwart. And I think
okay, but to push back on that, do you think that Shea is as effective as he is if he doesn't have a guy like Chet at the 5 who also creates that 5-out offense?
Or not even just
he averaged 30 a game last year. Yeah. Aside from the team success, Shea as a player, I've reached the point now where Shea was. You can drop him on the Wizards, he's giving you 30.
He's averaging.
You can drop him on the Hornets, he's giving you. You can drop him anywhere, he's giving you 36 and 6 a night. That's who he is as a player. What he does, it helps having that 5-out spacing, but he's a phone booth scorer in a sense.
Yeah.
He is.
Like
Yeah,
it's a
no,
lot of jabs,
it's all
punch
contested
drags,
shots,
like
like, yeah.
middies. Like if I took that shot in a run, y'all looking at me like, what is wrong with you? Shea takes that shot, and all of us look and be like, oh wow, he missed.
Yeah,
Man,
no.
that's kind of crazy. He missed that shot. That's how effective he is with his style of play. And when you're that effective as an ISO scorer, as a rim finisher, people hate the whole free throw merchant stuff, but that's a skill, and he's the best in the league at doing it.
I've never considered that a valid argument against him.
Yeah, I don't
Stop
like,
fouling him then.
yeah, stop fouling him. It's you're fouling him for a reason because he got you on his hip, and now you're in a bad position. He's the best in the league at doing it. Like that guy is one of one. Genuinely, like the combos he's gonna put himself in all time in the next couple of years if he continues on this trajectory, and the Thunder do add a couple more banners up there. Like it like Dwayne Wade better be looking over his shoulder at third greatest shooting guard of all time. Like I
mean,
think
no,
I think those are the conversations that he's gonna find himself in. I think you can make an argument he's a top 5. No, I'll say it. He might be a top 5 shooting guard of all time already. Genuinely.
if you consider him,
Like what's the case for like no disrespect? Like what's
Nah,
the
he's
case?
over AI.
What's the I'm gonna say? What's the case for AI over?
Yeah,
him?
he's over him.
Like it's some of them dudes where it's like no funny. Like it's to me Harden, D Wade, him. Like
and I was gonna say,
no, it's not crazy.
he's probably gonna get another MVP because the Thunder are probably gonna be the best team in the league next year. He's gonna be the biggest reason for them being the best team in the league next year. He's probably gonna get another MVP. Oh, question: do you have Giannis at 3?
yeah. I mean,
Okay. The reason why I have. Oh, did you want to say something?
No, I was just gonna say. I think. Does anyone think it's not close between Shea and Giannis?
no, it's definitely like
No, it's a conversation.
no,
I'm looking. I'm looking at Isaiah.
We got to get the 4, but I do.
we gotta get the 4.
No, because I'm gonna like parlay this when we do get to my 4 because
No, I want to defend Giannis.
Okay.
Yeah.
Before we go, because I did debate for a very long time. Probably if you would ask me this question, I probably would have put Shea at 2.
I probably would have.
But I was like, I had to like reset my mentality. Giannis last season for the Bucks was 30, 12, 7, a steal in a block, 63 true shooting. He was that entire team. Like he was.
Mind you, look at that roster.
I'll say, look at the roster on that team and look at what like what they were asking him to work with in that playoff series against the Pacers. It was what, a 5-game series?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. 33, 15, and 7. Like on 65 true shooting. He was crazy. And I think like Shea has him beat as a scorer. Absolutely. Like I'm not gonna debate that.
Way more versatile.
Yeah,
but yeah.
way better score, right? Giannis is still giving you 30 plus points a night. He's also giving you, upwards of 12 rebounds a night. And he's doing so while I don't think it's a debate. I think he's comfortably a better playmaker than SGA right now.
I wouldn't say comfortable.
I think he's a better
I
playmaker.
think he's a better playmaker.
I wouldn't say.
I mean, they play
think
the same way.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
it's
but I
it's
think-
like downhill driving kick.
But
Like that's
who do
the
you
type
trust,
of playmakers
who do
they
you
are.
trust more to make that skip past the corner?
I say relatively, honestly,
I'm
to me,
trusting
to me,
Skip
it's like
past the corners the same.
to me,
It's
it's
just-
relatively the
it's
same.
not.
I
Like,
think the argument I make for Giannis as the playmaker over SGA is just by nature of his size, he can make passes.
I think he's just
that,
a better
like-
passer. No disrespect to Shea. I think I
But,
think
like,
Giannis is
he-
a better
he's just
passer.
7 feet
I
tall,
think if you
so,
like, I'm not gonna like push back on like better passer. I just don't think that there's a big enough gap for me to say this is the reason you're better than Shea. Like
mean,
I don't
so
I don't think
it's
it's
not
like,
just that. I think that's one of the
Yeah.
reasons. I think that there is. I think Giannis is not the same caliber playmaker as SGA. I think he's better, and I think that he's also comfortably a better defender. And I
Yeah.
think when you factor those two
I
things
think
in,
those two things marginally
Yes.
is what makes it
it gives you the edge.
gives him the
I think my pushback on that would be the way Shea scores and just how effective he is. It's more conducive to better team construction, and I think that that's something I value
That's
when I talk
fair.
about who's a better player. It's easier to build around Shea than it is Giannis.
See,
that is very fair.
That's true.
two things. One, because I have Giannis and SGA 2 and 3 as well, and I want to touch on why I
I
think
think we
they're-
all have the same Mount
Yeah,
Rushmore.
I want to touch on why I think they're closer to 4 than 1, and also why I have Giannis 2. So 1, I think in terms of scoring, right, just over the last 3 seasons, right, because that's when Shea became like an MVP caliber 30 points per game guy, right? Points per game and efficiency wise, they're pretty much the exact same. Like the numbers are almost 100% identical. I think I would lean towards Shea because I think at that point you do take the guy who's more scoring versatile, which Shea is, right? I do think that Giannis is a better playmaker. And I do think obviously he's a better defender. And obviously I think basketball just favors the bigger person, right? And so that's why I think he's marginally better. But the reason why I don't like I think Jokic is clearly one, and I
Yeah,
think
there's no
that's
argument here.
I think that's a little bit more of an unpopular opinion now. With the whole Shea stuff, and people
Yeah.
still have like Giannis one. It's because I think it's hard to build a roster around both of them. Because with Giannis, right, we know the limitations on him not being a full time five. My other issue is you gave him an elite pick and roll threat guard who's an elite pull up
He
shooter,
hasn't set screens
And he
before.
and
doesn't set
Yeah.
screens.
their own offs together just aren't that great.
Yeah.
And when I have two great players, my own offs should reflect that I have two great players. Like with Jokic and Jamal Murray, they have like the best two-man lineup in the league. And mind you,
It's
Jamal,
actually a guard in the center.
yeah,
Giannis is
and
not a
and the
center.
synergy works, right? And so my issue with Giannis there is I don't know if he really fits with any of these guards. And so it does become really hard to build a roster because it's okay, I need my guards to lessen their game for you, as opposed to this is a duo that just works. And then with SGA to a certain extent, I kind of feel the same way. I think because he's on the ball so much, right? He is to the point where he's pretty much a heliocentric player.
He kinda has to be though
Yeah,
for that
yeah.
team. Yeah.
I have to deal with your limitations as a player because he's a really good playmaker. Obviously, we're talking about the top players in the league.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
We're
I have to,
nitpicking here.
yeah, I have to deal with your limitations there because you are on the ball almost 40% of the time. And when I look at like second option guards, I mean, I gotta find like the best off ball guy because you're gonna be on the ball 40% of the time. Um, and so you factor that in, and I think you factor in some of the defensive stuff. Obviously, he's a really good event creator. He generates a lot of steals. He blocks a lot of shots. He's a very good rim protector. But I think it's just really hard to build a roster around both of them.
It is. It's
Yeah,
easy to build
I
one on
agree.
Giannis.
So can I ask? You said you're gonna parlay. Who is your number 4?
Luca,
Do we all have Luka at 4?
No,
I ain't gonna.
Oh, is
I'm
it just
pretty
me and
sure.
you? Okay,
I
who you have?
will say
I have, and I took into account when healthy.
Yeah.
It's Joel Embiid.
I have Joel Embiid at 4.
It's Joel.
I haven't beat that 5, but I will say I'm not
He's
gonna
not in
lie.
my top 10.
That's
Insane. What? I can't.
Oh, we'll
Like,
get to
what?
we'll get to that. We'll get
Keep
to
going.
that. Oh my good.
so I'll say with the Luca stuff. I think the reason why I have him at 4 is because I think after this past season, I need you to bounce back to what you were in 2024. Obviously, I think this year is a bit of a down year. He was injured a lot of the year. He rushed himself back to play with the Lakers, and he was still clearly hurt with the Lakers. And so I'm not gonna penalize him, but I do need to see 2024 Luca again before I have you in these talks. With the Embiid stuff, why I put him at 5 instead of top 4 is I think all 4 of these guys are capable at playing of playing at Embiid esque like prime fully healthy Embiid esque levels. I think even when he's fully healthy, I would probably have him at like 2, but I think Giannis and SGA is still a combo, and I think fully healthy Luka is also a combo. Why I have him at 5 is when I look at the rest of these players, I say even if it's 90% of Embiid, I still think he's better than no, I'll spoil it, Tatum, right? Still think he's better than KD. I still think he's better than AD, right?
Yeah.
That's valid.
And
Yeah,
so
that's
the farthest I can have him slide is 5.
I think for me the reason why I have him 4 above Luca. I know I said earlier like SGA is the best scorer in basketball. When Joel Embiid's healthy,
Yeah,
it's
it's
not a
him.
conversation.
him.
He's not just one of the best scorers in the league now. Go look at his numbers across not even across 75, just straight up. He's one of the best scorers of all
Yeah,
time.
he's like 4th all
Like
time points per
the
game.
the year he was gonna have this season before the injuries happened, he was gonna average more. I think he was up to 35 a game. Like he
Yeah,
is
last
that
year.
good of a scorer, and his scoring to me means a bit more because at the center position, it's easier buckets. I'm drawing more fouls. I can stretch the floor. You can put me nail. You can put me mid post. You can put corner if you want. I can do whatever you need as a scorer because I'm Joel Embiid and I'm good at everything. Not even good.
He's
I'm
also just
great
more
to elite to
efficient.
the best at everything, and he's more efficient. And I think his defense is something that doesn't get
Yes.
talked about. I think he is a world's better defender than a lot of people give him credit for. I don't think he's had the defensive personnel around him to show how good of a defender he really is. He's 7'2". He still has great movement skills. He's a smart basketball player. He can play and drop. He can show a bit. Like I think as a defender, whether it be in pick and roll, 1-on-1 as a post scorer, like obviously not NBA, but like, well, I saw what he did to Jokic in the Olympics. No, he's the reason that they beat Serbia in the Olympics because of how he played Jokic 1-on-1 in those moments. Like he is a special, special talent that sadly we just don't get to see as much as we would like. But when healthy, I'm taking him at 4. Only reason I have him below Shea and Giannis is a bit more of a
The injury.
I didn't see it last year.
That-
That's
Yeah.
the real reason.
That's
So as probably I guess I'll give my little Embiid spiel here. I also have Luka at 4. It's the same with Isaiah
You have him at
here.
5. Embiid at 5.
No.
Oh, you
I
have
do
him
not
he
have
got him
him.
in the top 10.
Yeah.
So this is my thing, right?
Wait, do we want to spoil yours? I feel like
Okay, I won't say where I have him, but I guess the reason maybe I approach this list a little different than you guys. If I have to have a caveat every single time before I mention you, I cannot only
That's fair.
take the positive samples of your game, right? And I feel like we do this with Embiid a lot, and I'm rooting for Embiid, phenomenal talent when he's healthy. But it's that 3 words, when he's healthy, that I cannot just it's like I feel like if you're grading 2 players, right? And one guy, it's almost like Jalen Green-esque. You're filtering him down to only when he's playing at his best and using that to compare to somebody who's playing for 82 games or playing for
I
65
but
think-
then why
games.
rank him at all then?
Because he's still Embiid.
I think that's my pushback though, right? It's not just when he's at his best; it's just when he's playing. Like it's not like when he's playing, there are stretches where
Yeah.
he's bad. When-
Contrary, show me Embiid's playoffs.
I'm not gonna lie, y'all gas his playoff numbers so much. Look at them on-offs. Jay, I'm pulling the Zay here.
Yeah, they
look,
are insane.
look at them on-offs.
Okay, the on-offs are crazy, but his numbers are.
I'll say the last time he played in the playoffs,
Can I tell you
he
why his
also
numbers are
averaged 30.
terrible? His numbers are terrible because you're comparing regular season, greatest scoring season of all time to playoff numbers. He said in that article,
he
he will be a playoff dropper. My bad, I went from 34 a game to 30. My bad, twin.
I was
Okay,
gonna say-
if it was 34-30,
It was
would be-
last year. Against the Knicks, it was 30 a game.
Not to make too
That
many
was okay.
excuses, but can we acknowledge that he goes into the playoffs hurt every year?
But that's my point, though. He's always
I mean,
hurt.
and that is why one of my biggest things right now is when a guy is perennially hurt, like you're gonna be like I don't have faith off topic. I don't have faith that Zion Williamson is just gonna magically.
I agree.
So like I'm not trading a lot for this guy. I'm not counting on him to be my. If I have Zion Williamson on my team, no funny. I'm treating him the way the Celtics treated Porzingis, where it's like you are a luxury to my team.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I'll give you credit. Embiid is not on that tier.
Yes.
Right?
And so for me, it's like the reason why, because I think if Embiid was 100% healthy, I think you could argue him as high as 2.
two.
I agree.
But he got 2.
Bro, but that's such an if. Like at this point, right? If you're always hurt going into the playoffs, if you're always getting dinged up during the regular season, if you're coming off of back-to-back 3 knee surgery, right? After you
He
scoped
may
out your
not be
knee,
that guy.
right? Like if you were going into the playoffs right now,
Can I ask you a question?
yeah,
And if Nikola Jokic tears his ACL next week, is he still not the best player in basketball?
he is.
That's just how I view it. Like,
Okay, but
if
that's such a-
I'm picking you, like, because this thing, the argument you're making, I can make for Giannis. Giannis is not a sparkling paper of health,
agree. He's not a beacon of
24/7.
health.
Like he's not. He's been dinged
mean,
up. Like, he was dinged up 2 seasons ago.
but
But it's not Embiid
I
level
just feel
bad,
like- I
but
feel like
he's a
it's-
dinged up player
it's
as
a little
well.
disingenuous to put him on the.
I'm not
tier.
saying he's not
Like,
Embiid
Embiid
level,
has-
like injured all the time,
he-
but like even the last playoff series, you brought that up. 33, 11, and 7 on 60 true shooting. That was his last play. Last time I saw him in the playoffs, that's what he was. Like he is not. I think this idea that like, and he's had some bad playoff
was gonna
series. I don't want to
say,
say
like,
like,
you're
he's
looking
not
at-
like this
that-
all-time Sterling
but
great playoff
That's
performer.
debatably his best series.
I was
ever.
saying,
No, it is-
but a
it
lot
is
of
his best
those
series.
series though, he's going in with like orbital fractures and
But
stuff.
that's
Half his face is
bro,
falling off,
yeah.
dude. Like,
Again, I feel like you guys are conflating my ranking with me blaming.
no, I know, yeah,
Right?
I get what you're saying. It's just
Yeah.
my counterpoint is like,
Like, if you were an NBA team, hold on, let me finish. If you were an NBA team, right, and I'm telling you, you can go into the playoffs with Luka or Embiid, who are you picking?
Depends on who's.
I'm not gonna lie.
No,
like,
no, it can't depend on who's healthy. You do not know.
if
I mean,
I,
I-
also injured. in the
Okay,
playoffs.
I'm gonna say
okay,
if
but no,
if I don't
but
know,
you-
honestly, I'm taking Embiid.
No, I would take Luka, but the problem with that, since it's
Okay,
stuff,
but what
I'm
are the
taking
odds?
Embiid.
What are the
but
odds?
okay, but us to
Rolling
that
the dice
point
on
though,
it.
and maybe it leads into what you're saying about the top 10 player. If that's the question I have to answer, I'm not taking him over anybody
Yeah.
on this list.
That's why he's lower for me.
I'm not gonna lie. I feel like
So then he shouldn't be ranked then.
No, but there's a limit, and you'll see where I have him.
There,
ranked.
no,
There's a limit where
I'm not going.
there's people where I roll the dice.
If you're going into a playoff series and you don't even know if he's going to be there, we'll come back to it.
Yeah.
But like the guy who's number 20 on my list, I'd rather have it over Embiid if that's the case.
I mean, I feel like my counter there is I agree with everything Asad is saying. I just think my limit is okay. Well, when we're talking about like Shea, I would take Shea because of that. I would take Luka because of that.
But you say
I would
Tatum.
take yeah. But
You-
I want Embiid over Tatum.
No,
I just want
if
Embiid.
you're going into the
into a playoff series,
Yes.
and I told you there's
If you're telling me that I can get 2024 Embiid, right?
You don't know that.
You don't know. That's what
You don't know.
Okay, well, I'm taking
This season.
I'm-
Okay,
even
away
the last version
caveats,
of
all
Embiid that just
caveats.
played this year. I still think that's a better player than Tatum.
If you could drop one of Tatum or Joel Embiid on your favorite team right now, which one are you picking? And forget like positional like value.
Yes.
Just
You
you're
just
adding.
drop them onto your team.
If you're telling me which one am I taking to try to make a run at a championship,
Yes, right now.
I want Embiid.
Over Tatum
This season, if you could make a portal into the future and you're a general
Yeah, I'm taking the guy that averaged
and-
35, 11,
So,
6.
look,
I'm
here-
so
here's
serious.
the- here's the-
okay.
Here's the thing, right?
Probably not going to be.
But this thing, I'm gonna roll the dice on that dude. Like, I'm gonna roll the dice.
over Tatum though.
That's the point.
Can I be honest? Because and we'll get to that. I don't even have Tatum at 6. So
I have
like
to.
I don't have Tatum at
You
6.
guys
So
keep
like
bringing up Tatum, but this is my point, right? I
Mhm.
think there is a bar to roll the dice. My bar is just not at 4. It's lower than.
So are you
I'm
ranking him
okay with
lower
that.
because
I'm
you
okay
don't
with
know
that.
what he's gonna be?
That's what I'm saying. I don't know if he's healthy, and I'm taking that risk into account, which is why I have him lower.
I mean, okay,
that's
so
valid, but
If
you
that's
should-
your reason, that's fine.
Yeah.
Well, the reason why I'm ranking him where I'm ranking him is I'm ranking him based off of what I've seen, and even this last version of Embiid in 2025. If that version of Embiid comes back, I still think that is the 5th best player in the league.
I agree with that.
it's not even just the
And so that's
like,
why I have
It's just it's, I'm-
35, 11, and 6. That's what he was doing.
Okay,
He had a
but-
better
but
season his MVP season, dude.
If that's what we're doing, you should have him number 2.
Yeah. Why is he number 2?
Again, the reason I don't have him number 2 is I think last season, despite all the scoring, I think Giannis and SGA were just better players than him. Like truthfully, I think they were just better than him last year. I think they were more impactful to winning basketball. I watched them Sixers games, dude.
Yeah.
There were times where even when he was giving me 35, it wasn't.
Okay.
Yeah,
When I
it-
say he
it
was
was-
walking,
that's
it just
valid.
wasn't like as impactful.
I-
Again, like
yeah.
2024 Embiid is 2.
No,
2025
no,
Embiid for
and
me
I'll say that's
is
why
4.
I have him at 4 as well. But like I said, what I will say to us's point where y'all kind of do lose me. If I'm going into a season and you told me, knowing what I know now about Joel Embiid and his injury health, and I don't have any semblance of a guarantee that he's going to be healthy for me for a playoff season, let alone the regular season, you're not picking Embiid over Tatum, dude.
That
Again,
You're-
and
so-
we
so
can
that's
get we
the-
can get
I-
further.
I was
Just to
gonna say-
move on. I don't have.
okay,
I don't
we
even.
can move on.
I don't even have Tatum.
So
at 6.
real quick, yeah, because I think
Wait,
the
I
list
would
is-
say to my Luka before we jump to 6.
Go for it.
Oh,
I would say the reason why I do have Luka at because I think, but because you had Luka at 4, right? And you had
Yes, I
you
have
I have
We're
Luka at
all
4.
me and you are 4, 5, and Embiid, Luca.
Yeah, okay, but
y'all are flipped.
for
It
me,
is.
and
I
and,
have not
and
said
this
who's
is
at number 5.
you said who?
I
Oh,
said
right, he doesn't have 5. I forgot he
I
doesn't
have
have
not
Embiid
said
5.
who's at number
Right,
5.
he doesn't have Embiid 5. That's right.
Not Embiid.
We'll get to that. We'll
Is
get to
it
that.
Luka? Oh, you said you have Luka at 4. Okay, I'm gonna trip.
Yeah.
Okay, my issue with Luka, and this is my thing. I have just never recovered from how bad he looked as a defender in the 2024 finals. I just can't get that image out of my head. Even though I think offensively he can peak as high as an SGA or higher than Giannis, for example. I just can't get that image out of my head of the Mavericks having to play 4-on-5 every defensive possession. And for me, like that is I gotta dock him points for that. So that's why he's at 5 for me.
Okay, so since you guys all have Embiid, Luka at some
Yeah,
variation,
who was your
4,
5, dude?
Hot take now, cold take in 6 months. Victor Wembanyama.
Okay, I have Wemby at 6.
I
So
have
I have Wemby at 5.
I have Wemby at
yeah,
6.
Wemby over Tatum.
I
have
roll,
Wemby over
roll the
Tatum.
clip. Roll the
I
clip.
have Wemby over Tatum.
Roll the clip. If you forget about Jason Tatum, he's better than Wemby.
Where did-
Shout out to the
I'm
real
telling you right now,
Fire
I'm
guy.
telling you
Yeah,
right now.
at 6.
Yes.
We will revisit this. It's a
I don't have
hot
Wemby
take
at
now.
6 either. I
This
ain't
will be a
or 6.
cold take before this year ends.
I would say that's a bit unfair to Tatum because he's
He's
gonna
not playing.
play.
Yeah.
But it still like I still have him above. Dog, at the end of the day, like he's a 7-for-5 alien that shoots threes. like at the end of the day,
Bro,
dude, like
he
this is
would've-
something
he
we've
would've
never
been-
seen before.
This season, he would have been first team All NBA
Yep.
and DPOY in his second season.
Do we not have to a degree respect Jason Tatum and what he's done, what we know he can do? And like not saying he's gonna just exponentially grow, but he's still like he's what is he 26?
Yeah, it'll be 27. Again, I respect him. That's why I have him.
Respect to Tatum.
at 7.
He's not Wemby.
That's why I have him at 7. He's just not like Wemby is
I was gonna say,
he's a more valuable defender.
Yeah, I have Tatum at 6.
Like I say, I have like he's a more valuable defender.
You give Tatum at 6.
He's got Wemby
I
at
have
5.
Wemby at
Remember,
5.
no
Oh,
Embiid, no Embiid. You gotta
no
remember.
Embiid.
I mean,
No
but I'm
Embiid.
not gonna lie. Two things, right? One, if we're injury taxing, we 100% have to injury
Yeah,
tax
Wemby
Wemby.
is injury tag.
Yeah.
I ain't like the injury he had. I can't.
It's
I mean,
a
but
freak. It's a
Yeah, I
one-time
can't. I
freak.
can't tax you
that's
for
Bro,
that.
but
Do-
he's
do you-
playing in Eurobasket.
Okay.
Like,
But do you? If I told you to bet with full certainty that he plays the majority of does he play 70 games? Not even
Is he
70,
going to
65
be
is he
the
gonna be all
requirement to win
is he
MVP?
gonna be-
Yeah, I think he plays 65
he
next
plays
year.
65 games.
Yeah, I think he does. He was gonna play 65 this year before the DVT.
Yeah.
So
I
like
mean,
that's
He's going to be pushing
yeah,
like
I was gonna
exactly
say, do we not
65
think
though.
that
He was
might
a
be a problem next year?
DVT?
No, not DVT, but just something. Like you're not supposed to
I
be
mean,
7'5".
I get that, but like
Your body's not supposed
and
to do that.
he's had some. We spoke about it on the last part. Like he's had some pre NBA injury
Yeah.
history. He's been relatively healthy in his NBA career with like minor knockups and just like he hadn't had any big injuries. Like the DVT was the thing, and like it was in a weird spot.
Yeah.
Prayers to him. It looks like he's doing a lot better now. But like I can't dock you because like yeah, bro, you got to go on blood thinners now. Like that's just freak. I
But I
can't.
mean,
Like, I can't
at
knock
the
you
very
for that.
least, we do know Wemby's probably going to be a player that's going to miss like 15 games a year.
I'm cool
Like
with
you're gonna
that.
have to write him down.
And in them,
At
and
least.
in them 65 games, my team's going 40 and 25.
yeah.
So the second thing is I think a lot of what we're doing here is projection offensively. And when we're ranking guys based off of how good they are right now, Tatum's just better on
Yeah,
offense.
he is.
And I think it's
He's
significantly
still a
better.
good defender.
I think
Good defender
The-
compared
I'm
to
gonna say
No,
the
no,
gap,
arguably-
the gap defensively.
Wemby's the best.
Yeah.
Wemby's the best defender in the league right
But
now.
I mean, that has to
but
fact.
even
not
with
even
his lack
just
of
the
polish.
league right now. Like he's on track. He's
He-
going to be a generational.
Dog, he
player,
average,
dude.
his career averages are 3.7 blocks per game.
Yeah, he's
Ridiculous.
generational.
Like
But my thing with Wemby on offense though is I think if we're talking about building a championship team, right? And we're doing because we said that was part of the reason for why our top fives were where they were. Well, top fours because you had Wemby at 5. Well, I'm not gonna lie, Wemby as an offensive player is one right. Catch and shoot 3-point shooting, it's not that great. He's a significantly better pull up shooter, which is fine. But this is a guy who's kind of averse to running pick and rolls, period. And you're also not really that great of a popper because your catch and shoot 3-point shoot numbers aren't that great. He's also pretty turnover prone as it currently stands. Um,
I mean, Tatum isn't. Who has a record for turnovers in the post?
he's turnover prone, but he averages less than Wemby. And I'm not gonna lie, in a playoff scenario, because Wemby's turnover prone in the regular season. In a playoff scenario, when he's
That goes
playing
up.
elite defenses, he's going to turn the ball over a lot. Bigs in general turn the
But
ball
I mean,
over a lot.
if we're talking possession battles, how many possessions is he also creating on the defensive end?
Yeah,
Like,
that's a fair point.
I think like which Tatum, as good of a defender he is, he's not a possession creator.
Yeah, that's a very fair point. But my thing is, I think right now, I know what Tatum is. Knocking on wood with the Achilles stuff, but what we've seen of Tatum
Yeah.
so far, I know what Tatum is, right? And offensively, that's not an idea of a player. That just is a player. And roster construction wise, speaking wise, right? I think out of all of the top 10 players, Tatum's probably the easiest to build a championship roster.
Can I
around 'cause he's
push
most
back on
versatile.
his offensive profile and say, and it's the reason I remember we did like on Twitter, we dropped some lists like about a year ago at this point, and I had
Mhm.
Tatum at 5. And at the end of at the playoff run when they won, I knocked him down. And it's simply because he's not as good as he is talented. Jason
Yeah.
Tatum, for as talented as he
Should
is
be
and all
better.
the gifts he has, he should be the second best player in the world.
Yeah.
You should.
He should be the second best player in the world. He's very pull up 3 reliant, and we know the variance that comes with that.
Especially
And
for him.
especially with him, and I understand like the Celtics offense is kind of reliant
Mhm.
on them jacking up pull up threes. But I don't think he is as dominant for someone as his talent should be. And I have to dock you for that. And for all the warts that Wemby does have right now as an offensive player, man, the leeway that you get just being 7'5", like
That's what I'm saying.
he's
Like,
not an elite roller
bro,
whatsoever. Throw the ball to the rim.
We're talking about like, oh, he's a project offensive player. This that. Yo, he was 26 points a game last year.
Yeah.
Like
25,
20, yeah,
24,
25,
like something like that,
26. Yeah, like he's going to be 25 plus again, and he doesn't know how to do offense yet, just by virtue of like what
And
he is.
and to add to that, you want
ridiculous.
to talk about roster construction. What help have they given him?
No, that's a very valid
Like,
point.
what help have they given him? And he is 25, 11,
y'all convinced me.
4 blocks
40-year-old
a game.
I was gonna say
Paul?
because too, I feel like if I was starting a team, I needed to add somebody. I think the floor you get with Wemby is a lot.
If I told you Rudy Gobert was 3 inches taller and was shooting threes and attacking off the dribble and could catch
Y'all are
lobs,
convincing
yeah.
me.
like-
Y'all are convincing me.
that's like that's what like he is.
Oversimplified. If I told you Rudy Gobert was 3 inches taller and was giving you 25 points
Yes,
a
and giving you
game,
25 a game. Like that's
I was saying better than Rudy Gobert.
that's what I'm saying. Like he again like he finished second in DPOI as a rookie, and again he was going to run
Running away.
like
It wasn't
absolutely
even
run
close.
away. You can make an argument for as good as Mobley and Chet looked like they were going to be. He should have been
Pick a point, pick a point.
unanimous DPOI.
You know who he missed half the season. Do you know
He
who
still
led the
leads
league in
in
blocks
blocks.
this year?
Yes,
Victor Wembanyama.
Yes.
He missed half the year.
he has led the league in blocks his first 2 seasons. Like that's just and again, I think you talk about he doesn't understand how to play offense yet. He's still learning how to play defense.
Dude,
He's still
his
figuring it out.
positioning isn't even good yet. He's just too tall for it to matter. Like you'll blow by him and he'll still block you.
Yeah,
I
that's
mean, well, I have him at 7. He's right.
yeah. I think like that.
So
That's
I do
Oh,
think
you have him. He has some low. Wait,
I
wait,
have
wait,
him
real quick, real quick.
Bruh.
So did y'all have Tatum at 7?
yes.
I had
yeah.
Tatum at 6.
I keep
Yeah,
forgetting
but
it.
like-
knocked down.
But yeah, we're in that. So wait, we got to get to who's
Yeah,
your
we gotta get
7?
your
then?
7.
Who's your 7 then?
Steph.
Oh,
Okay, he's my 8.
okay. Do you?
What's
I
your
have
Just
KD
say-
at 7.
KD?
Yes.
I have KD at 8.
I have
I
Brunson
do-
at 8.
Brunson is in your top 10?
Yes.
Oh, Brunson's in my top 10
He's
for
in-
sure. Brunson's for sure in my top 10.
Brunson's not in my top.
Who'd you
can I-
kick
can I-
out? Wait,
We'll get there.
How do you not have him in your top
Yeah,
10? 'Cause-
you're the one. You're the one.
Let's
So like
break
real
this
quick,
down.
can
Let's
we do
start
a
at
quick quick recap of everybody's top 7? Mine is Jokic at 1, SGA at 2, Giannis at 3, not Luka at 4, Embiid at 4, Luka at 5. I have Wemby at 6, Tatum at 7.
Jokic, Giannis, SGA, Luka, Wemby, Tatum, Steph.
Okay. I have Jokic at 1, Giannis at 2, SGA at 3, Embiid at 4, Luka at 5. I have Tatum at 6 and Wemby at 7, but I think y'all kind of convinced me to swap those two.
Okay, I have Jokic, SGA, or Jokic, Giannis, SGA, Luka, Embiid, Tatum, and then I have KD at 7.
I don't have KD at 7.
KD, I have KD.
Okay. Who
yeah.
here has KD top 10?
Are you the only one that?
I have him.
Okay,
But
well, I was about
gonna
to
I'm
say,
curious,
what
I'm
is your
curious.
list? Oh my god. I put KD at, if we can get to number 8, I put KD at 8 for me. I still think just having a guy who's 7 foot tall is going to give you 28 a night on the most efficient buckets in NBA history is just, it's too valuable. And the defensive role he was asked to play with the Suns last year was incredibly unfair, and
Yeah.
he still was damn good at
Yeah.
it. Like he was their center. He was also their weak side. He was also their low man. He was also their pick and roll defender. He was asked to guard the perimeter at times, and he was good at it. He was genuinely good at it. And on the flip side of it, asked to run like secondary ball handler, at times primary ball handler for them, while still being the main scorer. And he Kevin Durant, like, you know who I am. He thrived in it in every single sense. So that's the reason I have him at 8. I need to know yours. I need to know your number 8.
Anthony Edwards.
Oh,
Nah, get out of here, bro.
Listen. So, are we doing summer 2025 or are we doing this season?
he's not a top 10 player
It don't matter how
regardless.
much-
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't
I'm
think.
not gonna lie, a guy that shot like 42% from 3, who had a down season at the rim.
Ant
If
is
that
on my
bounces
list.
back,
He's in my top
Yeah,
15.
he's on my top 15.
He's on
but
my
he's
top
not, he's not
15,
in my
but-
top
he's not
10.
top 10 for
No.
none of y'all.
No,
Hell no, I ain't had him
No.
top 10.
I do not have him in my
No.
top 10.
He's too limited as a playmaker. Way too limited as a playmaker.
I think he's improved.
I mean, he's good at it. Well, you can improve it a lot.
You think he's tangibly worse than KD is?
I have improved my ability to speak Mandarin. I can't hold a conversation with you,
he's
dude.
probably a better playmaker than KD.
I was
but
gonna
he-
say we're arguing
he's-
against KD.
He's not a better scorer than KD, and he's not a better
agree, I
defender
agree.
than KD,
He's-
and that's why.
No, he's not a better
He's not a
defender.
better
No,
defender.
he's not.
No, he's not a
No,
better
he's not a better defender than KD.
I think we kind of guessed that, but like I said,
I mean, his defense not great. I also don't think KD's good. KD's
I
defense.
think he's a good.
I don't think he's not a. I think Anthony Edwards is a positive defender.
Yeah,
Like,
absolutely,
he's a
absolutely.
positive
I think
defender,
we're
but
talking about
like
two positive defenders.
again, we're also talking about like the role in which he plays defensively. Like he's not their POA. He's also not low man. He's also not weak side. He's essentially just a really good team
Yeah.
defender who can he's a capable
he can
POA
guard the ball.
defender.
He
He
switch
can
POA.
guard the ball.
Okay,
Like he's a very
KD
switchable
KD
defender.
is weak side. He's also not super switchable.
But
you
he's-
can't
he's-
put him POA.
He's weak side, low man, rim.
He's not
like
that. You're
he played low man for the Suns last year. He did.
And how was their defense?
It wasn't his fault. It wasn't
He
his fault,
was
dude.
the only guy on the team who
Okay,
to play defense.
Okay, if you can say if KD can play low man, I'll say Fred VanVleet can play low man.
That's not.
Nah.
bruh.
You don't want
Nah.
low man.
But
If
it's
you're
the- okay,
listen,
okay,
if
you
I'm
don't
an offensive
want
team-
him?
No. If I'm playing a team with KD on it, where do I want him
You know what
to
I'm
be
saying?
low man?
I don't want him to be low man per se.
Then
but
he's not a good low man defender.
No, okay, again, he can do it. And I'm gonna be honest, for what they asked him to do and the personnel around, like, bro, Grayson Allen POA at times.
No, but
Like,
that's
no
the thing.
funny. Like, he
Stop,
was
stop.
capable. That's the thing. He was their most impactful
Bill
defender
POA.
by almost every single metric. Like, that's what it was. And it was with them asking him to play out of position and out of role over and over and over again on both ends of the floor, and specifically on the defensive end, dude. He was rim pro. He was low man. He did have to switch on the perimeter at times.
I agree.
He did have to guard
He was
PNRs.
way
He had to,
overtaxed.
and he was
way overtaxed.
good. I'm not saying it was like, again, like with the Rockets next season, if I see a KD and he's a pick and roll hedge defender, I want Ime's head on a platter.
Thank you.
What is wrong with you? Like, this is not what he should be doing. But like, he can do it.
Yep.
He can. And this thing, he can do
Okay,
it better than like
if
a
we're-
lot of
if
these other
we're-
dudes we talk
if we're
about.
putting the bar on can do it occasionally, I think
It's valuable though. It speaks to his
I mean, his
versatility
rim
as a
protection
defender.
is something that's
his rim
very
protection is
tangible.
very valid. He's
And
a
it
good
is something
weak
that
side
he's
rim
like
protector.
borderline elite at.
I agree.
And
But
so
but the volumes are like his percentiles on those are elite. His volume's also pretty low, dude. He's not getting up there and
I mean,
he's not
but
Jaren
he's a
Jackson
wing.
Jr.
He's a wing.
Yeah.
Like
As a wing defender, being one of the best rim protecting wings gives me a lot of value.
Okay. One of the best ring protector wings from a percentile basis. He's not contesting a ton of shots. Also, he gets no rebounds. Can we talk about that?
Yeah, he what?
No
6-7 a game.
at all. He gets 6-7 free boards a game. He's not contesting defensive boards at all. Ending a possession is a value on defense. I'm sorry.
It is.
Right?
Okay,
You're a wing guy, right?
Does Anthony Edwards do any of the stuff you're talking about right now?
Anthony Edwards actually plays the better defensive role, I think, respective to position than KD does. I think KD's a wing.
Dog, he's
Hold on.
not.
KD's
Nah.
hear me out. KD's a wing who you can't switch POA. You can't really hedge with him. When he contests, he's good, but he's not going to be a high volume contest guy. He's just kind of like I'm not going to say he's a negative, but he's not.
I'm gonna say
he's not a
I mean,
huge
can we
positive.
factor that we're talking about him switching with bad personnel though? Like if he had decent defensive personnel as a switch defender, he would be way more than passable. Like if I have guys on the back line that I know I can actually
where do you have
protect the
KD?
rim.
KD, I have him at 10.
Okay.
I'm not.
I mean,
Like,
he's
I'm
not
not
as
mad.
good.
I'm not mad. It's
Okay,
just like
but
Anthony
over Anthony Edwards, I was gonna
Because that means you got Ant over.
We got Ant over a lot of
say a lot of guys. Because
we can get who's your 8?
I have Steph at 8.
Okay,
I would say
that's
Steph.
valid.
7.
So you I keep
And
forgetting
Joel
you.
Embiid. We
You
gonna
have
get to
fallen
that.
the list off, bro.
Oh my goodness. And who do you have at 8?
I have Brunson.
I think that's valid. I think
have Curry at
Brunson is
That's too high.
Brunson is far more valid than Anthony Edwards, dude.
Yeah, he
Oh my
is.
goodness,
Yes,
he's way
yeah,
more
he's-
valid than Anthony Edwards. Yes,
He's better.
Yes,
Better.
Yes,
Yes.
yes.
You would put
Yes.
Anthony Edwards
I
way
mean,
too high.
Yes.
so why I have Brunson over Curry is I just on a game to game basis, I think because both of their roles are very similar, right? You're offensive cogs, you're the one carrying my offense, right? You're the guy who's engineering my offense. On a game to game perspective, I think Brunson is better at it. I think in the playoffs, at this point, I have a 3-year sample size of Brunson being
riser.
very good.
Yes.
And he's
definitely
played
playoff
some
riser.
very good defenses as well. And still been like he played Joel Embiid anchor defense. He's played the Heat. Who else? He's played the Celtics. Right.
If you're making this argument over Curry, though, Curry's also like been in.
Yeah, I agree. But the thing
we
with
watched him
Curry,
play the number 2 defense.
yeah, the thing with Curry is one
Shut up, bro.
he just
He did.
I think
Normal.
I think Curry at his best is still a little better than Brunson probably, but my issue is how often is Curry at his best, right? He's had multiple stretches over the last 3 seasons where he's been not that great, right? Like he's either started off really hot or he's tailed off, right? Or it's been like a stretch in the
He's
middle
more
of the season.
inconsistent now.
Yeah.
for sure.
And that's just because for a whole 82 game season, he can't do it anymore. Whereas for Brunson, it's pretty consistent. I know what I'm getting. And then I think their peak play, Brunson's averaging more, and he's doing it on similar efficiency. I think Curry's still slightly more efficient, but Brunson's also a 60+% true shooting guy, and he's averaging 28 a game. And so for me, I think at this point, give me Brunson's consistency
I
over
mean, I guess
Curry's
not to
highs.
sound like a Warriors fan, but like I do think the offensive system that Brunson is in is a little more like friendly towards what he does. In terms
Is
of
it?
just like jacking up volume? Like I think you're a little. He's consistent, but there's games where he's like 25 shots, 15 points, dude. Like that definitely does happen. He's not getting to the line.
I mean, but at the end of the day,
Jalen Brunson not getting.
Sorry, Brunson's getting to the line a lot, but he's not like super. He's not SGA.
But at the end
Like,
of the
I'm
day, his
saying,
numbers are his
if
numbers, though.
If two guys are like, I would say regular season, would you say they're relatively similar?
No, I think I take Brunson.
No, Brunson's
say-
better in the regular season.
He's better, but I think Steph's better in the playoffs.
Is he?
I would rather have Steph.
I would rather have Steph.
I was gonna say,
Dude,
I think.
Brunson low key.
Can I ask you? Would you rather have Steph because of last year or because the pedigree?
both?
I don't
Was he
think.
better last
if you're gonna give me pedigree, I'm
I think
okay
you
with
could say
that.
that Brunson played better, but I don't think it makes you a better player. If that makes sense.
I mean, but Brunson also in 2024 was very good in the playoffs.
No, I agree. I just think that the gap between them offense, and this is gonna sound like very basic because I really can't like I think he's just a better offensive player.
Wait, who's a better playmaker to you?
Brunson, not even close.
I think it's Steph.
I think at the right now
Okay.
today
It's
on
Steph.
the ball is Jalen Brunson.
Yeah.
On the ball, sure,
Yeah,
but
he's
okay,
a way
but on ball,
better
Jalen
on-ball
Brunson's
player.
on ball, Jalen Brunson's also just kind of limited. What Steph does off ball.
Yes, and I was gonna say, I think we're not factoring in how much. Not saying that the Knicks are just this great offensive team, but they have other guys out there.
Do they?
Cat exists.
Okay, they have.
I like y'all want to talk about limited playoff
This season
performers.
they had Cat.
I mean, look.
But prior to this
I
year, in
mean,
2024, that offensive personnel was not that great.
It's not, but like look at what Steph is being asked to work with.
Yeah,
I mean, I can make that. Okay, so look,
It's tiers. I think the Knicks are a better
in
basketball team.
2023 and 2024, I think we can all agree that the Knicks were a heavily defensive slanted team that did not have good offensive personnel.
I agree.
And both of those seasons, they finished as a top 10 offense, and that was because of Brunson, right? In the playoffs, in both of those seasons, I'll read the numbers off. So in 2023, he averaged 28. 2024, he averaged 32. Right?
What efficiency? Because I know it was not 60.
2024, his efficiency was not great. 2023, he was very. Hold on, I'll pull it up.
I got it. 59 true shooting, 54 true shooting last year, 58 true shooting this year.
Yeah, like he's efficient.
And let's call a spade, bro. Like, I don't give a damn about playoff efficiency unless you're just the nastiest dropper in NBA history, bro. I'm gonna be so honest.
That is
with you, bro.
so.
Where do you have Brunson?
54.
I have Brunson 9. I have KD 8, Brunson 9. I'll spoil mine. I have Steph 10. So I think this is like the same tier for me. I
have Wemby too.
Then I
So we
have
all
a
have
guy
we have the
y'all
same
don't
like,
have in
4
y'all top
players.
10.
Who?
Anthony Davis.
but we'll get to that.
I forgot AD, but I'm not gonna lie, I wouldn't have him top 10.
He's 12 for me.
Yeah, I would not have him top 10.
To me, it's like a very similar range of players, but
Yeah.
I think I'm a
You
sucker.
didn't
I'm a
rank
sucker for
Anthony
on-ball
Davis at
creators.
all?
Right? And just think
I forgot
Brunson-
about him when I was doing a ranking, but I have him like 12.
I'm starting to realize. I think my number 9 pick is gonna be controversial then too.
What is your
I
9?
think you guys are way too down on LeBron.
Oh,
I have him at 11.
Oh, you know,
I
forgot to rate LeBron.
I beseech thee, my brethren, in the big 2025 to go look at the stats when Luka played with LeBron and without
Yeah.
LeBron.
That's because Luka's better than LeBron.
And I also,
yeah.
hold on. And I also beseech thee, my brethren, in the big 2025 to just go look at LeBron James's on-offs.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't know.
He is not.
Yeah, it was also.
I have him in my top 15, but
I
he's
think
not a
AD's
top 10
better
player.
than LeBron right now.
He's
though.
not a top 10
but
player.
I'm saying the on-offs, the same situation we're
but
talking about
you
with
think
Luka was
80's
also the
better?
problem
Yeah.
with AD.
Yes, 80's a better.
Anthony Davis is a better basketplayer than LeBron James right now.
I'm
Funny
gonna be
enough,
real.
before he got
I don't
traded,
agree
no,
with
I'm not.
that,
I'm not gonna.
bro.
Before he got traded, Anthony Davis was
Yes,
the
he
best
was
player on the
bad.
Lakers.
Yeah,
he was the best player.
And also the reason why I have AD at 9.
I'm not there,
don't know
bro.
about that.
Yes, he is. Yes, he is. Yes, he was. Yes, he was. He was.
Okay, you didn't rank LeBron. Where would you rank him? Just guessing on your list. Just try to do it live.
Because I don't want to spoil it, but I don't have him over Brunson. I don't have him over Book.
So before we get to this, can we all clear our top
Everyone go
10s?
1 to 10.
Because I think we're out of top 10.
So Jokic, SGA,
Mhm.
Giannis, Embiid, Luka, Wemby, Tatum, KD, Brunson, Steph. It's my top 10.
Jokic, Giannis, SGA.
I think we have the
Luka,
same top 10, just in
Wemby,
different order.
Tatum, Steph, Ant, LeBron, KD.
You said you had Anthony Davis where?
Not in top 10.
Okay. All right. So I have Jokic at 1, Giannis at 2, SGA at 3, Embiid at 4, Luka at 5, Tatum at 6, Wemby at 7, Steph at 8, AD at 9, and KD at 10.
Okay.
Yes, I think AD's a better basketball
I
player.
have Jokic, Giannis, SGA, Luka, Embiid, Tatum, KD, Brunson, Curry, and Wemby.
You Wemby at 10.
Yes.
Wemby at 10. That's
I had him
That's
at
a
low.
10.
little-
That's
I mean, you made the argument.
He's gonna jump up.
Yeah,
The second
you
he
made the
starts,
argument.
I think he jumps up as soon as the season starts.
I think
Yeah,
he
he will.
jumps up in October.
I mean, the second he stops trolling with his offensive process, he's gonna be a top.
I will say, to
Oh,
answer your question, I have Anthony Davis at 11. He's the first guy out the top 10.
I have
So
LeBron at
I have
11.
at 9.
I have Joel Embiid at 11.
Oh, my.
I did not think this would be this controversial.
Wait, who did you have at 10?
KD.
Who'd you have at 9? 80?
9 was
LeBron's.
9 is LeBron.
Wait, where'd you have Steph?
7.
7, okay.
Yeah, he's
And
Steph.
at 8.
He's
so
Steph
apparently-
and LeBron's.
And at 8 is so
And,
nasty, bro.
Yeah.
I thought he played well in the playoffs.
No, like I have him top. I have him top
I thought he
14.
shot like
I'll
40.
spoil it.
Like,
Ant is in my top 15. It's gonna be a minute when we get to him though. He's
that's kind of like
he's not.
Can
in
I
my,
ask who's everyone's 11? I have AD.
Embiid.
Brunson?
LeBron.
Oh, I'm still not. Y'all gonna lose me. with
Honestly,
this
y'all
LeBron
three
thing.
have like the same list. It's just me being interesting here, bro. Like,
I mean, like, you interested?
I mean,
Respectful. I think you're just wrong. Like, if I'm being honest with you,
I'm
bro,
struggling to put
okay, who do y'all have at 12?
We're not-
Go ahead, sir, go ahead. What are you saying?
real quick. Do y'all have? Okay, I'll spoil this because I have the run I have from 12 to 14 is Book and D Mitch in that order.
Oh,
That's
Lord.
I do not have that.
Yeah.
that's also my
I do
order.
not have that.
Do you have LeBron over any guy I just named?
Yes.
Yes, all three.
Yes.
You have him over.
I have.
You don't have him over Ant because
Well, not Ant. Sorry, I'm below Ant.
I have Book, Ant, LeBron. Oh no, Book, LeBron, Ant. Sorry, I have Book, LeBron, Ant. So 12, 11 AD.
Ant's better than
12,
LeBron right
You
now.
don't think LeBron's better
Yeah,
than Ant?
Yes.
He's still, the playmaking is just too valuable. It's way too valuable.
I can get behind that.
It's just way too valuable.
I mean,
I guess.
And the way I try to think about it was, on their best day, who would I rather have? I still would rather have 41-year-old LeBron
yeah,
James.
but I mean, but
I mean, on their
that's
best
assuming
day,
you get. Yeah,
like,
no, I can't
on
put
their-
no,
on their
no.
best
I'm not
day,
putting
I'm
him
taking
over.
LeBron a
No,
lot
but
higher.
that's
I'm
the
not.
thing, and I also probably like I know I'm not getting LeBron's best day 82 out of 82 anymore. I know that I'm probably getting best version of LeBron 30 out of
I'm gonna
82.
I'm
But
gonna
I'm
be.
30's high.
But I'm gonna be
Best
honest, like
version of
this
LeBron?
thing, I'm taking like no funny 80% of Braun for all. It's still like
Also,
it's
I'm
still
gonna
just an
put him
amazing
over
player, dude.
D Mitch just because of the year D Mitch just came off of. It wasn't necessarily the same player he was a year before. But
He fell on my list.
but I was gonna say, man, I'm not gonna lie, bro. It wouldn't surprise me if D Mitch passes LeBron for me.
Nah, I'm D Mitch is not in my top 15.
What?
No, he's not in my top 15.
He's also not in my top 15.
He's not in my
Okay,
top
so
15.
let's
Okay.
So
let's
let's
get
recap.
to
Let's
11, 12.
recap.
Can I make
That's
a
it. Here's what we should do. Everybody should say their top 15, and let's just
No, go 11 to 15.
yeah?
Okay.
Okay, you go.
Anthony Davis, Devin Booker, LeBron James, Anthony Edwards, Tyrese Halliburton.
Okay, go ahead.
Embiid, Booker, AD, Brunson, Hallie.
Embiid, Booker, 80.
Embiid, Brunson, Hallie.
Who are you forgetting to rank?
What do you mean?
He ain't
Oh,
forget.
because you had Ant in your top 8, but I
Yeah.
keep he threw the whole list off. Okay, so I have Brunson at 11, Book at 12, Ant at 13. I just put LeBron at 14, and I have D Mitch at 15. And then funny if I have Halliburton right outside. He's at 16 for me.
Man,
Okay, so originally I forgot to rank AD. So I had LeBron, Booker, Anthony Edwards, Donovan Mitchell, and Hallie. So I would probably put AD at 12 and bump the 3 shooting guard round down to
So
13
what?
to 15.
Hallie's at your 16?
Yeah, so Hallie would probably be my 16.
That's-
I
that's
I
fine.
don't get how we watched that playoff
you
run,
got Hallie
and
outside the top
Hallie is not
15?
better
Yes.
than. I'm be honest.
Slightly.
That's
I think you
crazy.
could really push Hallie higher in these
No, you
arguments.
cannot.
Can I tell you what he is? And I genuinely mean this. For the style of play that the Pacers play and the style of play that he enables you to play, he is one of the most valuable offensive engines in all of basketball.
He is. You're correct. But in terms of, and this is gonna sound really reductive. Who was the best player for the Pacers in the conference finals and the finals?
Tyrese Halliburton.
It was Siakam.
It was Tyrese Halliburton.
I think Siakam got Eastern Conference Finals MVP for a reason. I think if they would have won the finals,
Yeah,
he would have got Finals MVP.
To me, it was still Hallie because I don't. The PRA might not always look great with Hallie. What he means to that offense, like it.
It's the
he
Tatum,
means-
Jalen
No,
Brown.
no. He means a lot, and I don't mean this in no disrespectful way, but Halliburton had better moments than how he played it. You get what I'm saying? I think he had the moments, but like for example, it was game 1? He hit the game winner, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he wasn't great.
Game one.
He wasn't great that game, but to me, that goes to show how valuable he is. I think that was a bad Tyrese Halliburton game. He was a positive in those minutes.
I was gonna say you want
Like it just his
look
impact.
at the Hallie on.
Yeah.
Like his
Hallie's on the court.
impact overall. I'm where my camera at? Donovan Mitchell just had the worst first team All NBA season
Ever.
ever.
Made it.
Ever.
And I would go so far as to say this because he's not the best player on his team.
Yep.
Darius
Evan
Garland's better?
Evan Mobley
Oh.
is better than Donovan Mitchell.
I
He's
know.
not
I
even-
know. We're not going past 15. Who had Mobley in their top 20? Because
I did.
What?
Mobley's in my top 20.
I had Mobley.
Yeah, Mobley's my top
as well.
20.
He's not in my
I'm
top
like,
20.
how there's
Mobley's
how
my
do
top
we
20.
watch
Mobley's
the
also
Cleveland
my top 20.
Cavaliers
And see, Donovan Mitchell just
Zay,
dribbled the
Cook
ball.
Zay.
For,
in any
I'm gonna say
in
it.
any, in any scenario past April 15th and say anybody else on that team is definitively better than Donovan.
Can I tell you why? Black hole.
You
Yep.
can't. You cannot get that off when they're terrible when he's off the court in the playoffs.
They were terrible when he was off the court because everybody else was injured. That's
Yeah.
that's
I was
number
gonna
one.
say, that team was ravaged by injury.
Everybody else was
Mobley's
injured.
not hurt.
Yeah, okay.
And
he's not
Mobley-
an off-
Mobley
he's
was-
not-
every single playoff
Mobley
run.
was great in the playoffs to me. I
also
thought
played
Mobley
re-
was
he also
really, really
played
good in the
really
playoffs.
well.
Yeah, I don't think he played better than the guy who was
Yeah.
averaging 30.
I'm gonna be honest with you. That third, and I say this like, ban all shooting guards. He is like the poster boy of that. For me.
No, he's good. No, he's good. He's good.
I'm not saying Donovan Mitchell's not. He's an excellent NBA basketball player, a phenomenal talent. His style of play, what he does on the court, and what he requires, and I truly mean this, will never, ever lead to anything more than a conference finals. And guess what? Hasn't even gotten there yet. I can't. The team construction stuff goes out the window. This is not his first team. It won't be his last team. Everything about Donovan Mitchell for his entire career has pointed to say, "Oh, you are a loser. That's what you are. You're an absolute." I gave you Rudy Gobert. You couldn't win. Oh, what do we do now? I give you Darius Garland as your backcourt mate. I give you Evan Mobley and Jared Allen. Oh, and by the way, at the deadline, I went and got DeAndre Hunter to play POA defense for you. You saying this? Were they not the favorites to make the finals? Were they not the clear favorites to win everything?
Did they not win like 65 games?
What did Darius Garland do in the
East, bro?
playoffs?
To get
he was
to the
injured.
finals, I don't know
Yeah.
what I'm
Oh yeah,
about.
to get to
What
win the
did
that's what I'm about.
and what did Donovan
And to be
Mitchell
fair,
do
I
in the
think the Suns
playoffs
were
this
better.
year?
What's up?
What did
Yeah.
Donovan Mitchell do in the playoffs this year?
I pulled up.
Hogged up 18 seconds of the possession and shucked up.
35-4 on
I ain't gonna lie,
57
we're
true shooting.
mischaracterizing what happened.
35-4 and 57, bro.
We're
His
mischaracterizing
volume
what happened.
through the roof. Like,
He had to
Yeah,
do
he had
it.
to do it. Darius Garland is not
Who
him.
wasn't shooting the
Bro,
ball?
dude, what did Darius Garland do this playoffs?
no, he was bad.
So
No,
that's what I'm saying.
look,
That's what I'm saying.
Darius
So-
Garland was clearly
Okay,
injured,
I
right?
feel like you're not accounting for role at all. Who played better respective to role?
Mitchell.
Than Mobley?
Yes.
Yeah. That's crazy to me. I don't know. That's like
8 for 25,
So did you rank
3 for 11, 14 for 29, 15 for 30, 13 for 30.
I mean,
he
has
is the
to do
definition
this.
of high volume merchant.
Did you rank?
I know you have
Ant- I
Brunson
mean,
top
Mitch
10, and his
top
stats
15?
also look like
No,
that.
he's
No, but this thing, Brunson's
In your top 20?
led to win.
Yeah.
And you
Why-
have-
they
you
led
have
to
Mobley
wins
above
because his
him.
roster construction is better.
I'm not letting you get his roster construction
Yeah.
isn't better. The
Yes, it
The
is.
Cavs are the
I
no
don't
funny.
have Mobley
I
in my top
truly
For
believe
how
it.
he plays, it is.
Aside us,
No.
you know Mobley in your top 20. Well,
No.
Lord.
Do you have Mobley in your top 20?
I would not.
Okay, you know what? Just for the sake of the podcast, I'm just gonna name players. You guys tell me if they're in your top 20. Siakam.
No,
No.
Okay. So
I had him at 19.
no.
okay. Cade.
Yes.
Yes.
He's
Yes.
also in my top 20.
Yeah,
He's also in my top 20.
I struggled with that one. I'm not
Yes,
gonna lie. I
Cade
did
is
not
top
have
20.
Yeah,
him
he's
there, but
also
I
in my top
probably
20. Cat.
Yes.
Yes.
He's also in my
Yes.
top 20. Okay, so we're not that far apart.
actually
I just have
Siakam would be
Siakam.
20 if I
Who
included
do
AD.
y'all have? Screw it. 16 to 20. Go.
16 was Cat, 17 was Mobley, 18 was, and this is when I get to the win healthy. 18 was Zion Williamson, win healthy.
Oh my
I
God.
got it. I got to get it off. 18 was Zion Williamson, win healthy. 19 was Cade, and 20 was Kyrie Irving.
You don't have. Okay. All right. I'm gonna let you
Okay.
go.
I did Mobley, Siakam, Donovan Mitchell, Cade, Cat.
So I'm the only person who has Kawhi.
No, I have Kawhi.
I have Kawhi 21. I
Okay.
have Kawhi 21.
So I have Halliburton at 16, Cat at 17, Cade at 18, Kawhi at 19, and Trae Young at 20.
I'm sorry. I gotta go on a Kawhi. I gotta go on a Kawhi rant, bro. If your calling card for the last 3 years has been if I'm healthy, if he's healthy, if he's healthy, and you were healthy for the full 7-game series this year in the first round, you lost. Like,
I mean, he lost to the Nuggets.
yeah, I mean, you lost. Like the whole.
To be fair,
and
his,
to be fair, he also didn't play that well.
I'll say his playoff was a little bit gassed.
his
by that
his
one game.
playoff numbers.
It was by that one
I'm
game.
saying he had one really really great game. He had like 6 whatever games.
Yeah, but we're not talking about him in a top 10 context. We're talking about him versus
Yeah, he's a
like,
top 20 player.
Kyrie Irving.
well, I
will
I mean,
say.
you have Kyrie-
I said I
you have
didn't.
Kyrie
I did.
over
I didn't mean.
Brown.
I didn't mean to say Kyrie. 20. It's a different Clipper. It's James Harden.
You have James over Kawhi.
He was better this year. Yeah. I
don't
think. I
think
think
that.
he's. I
No,
think
no,
he's
he-
more
I'm
impactful.
not
don't
gonna
hate that.
I think
He
there's people
has
better
a
than both
higher
of them.
floor.
I'm not gonna lie. Hold on. How was Siakam not better than both those guys?
He's not as good as a regular season.
I low-key consider
They're
Siakam.
still an All NBA team.
I consider Siakam.
I don't think he's as good as
All Star, All NBA, Eastern Conference Finals MVP,
He was
and
what, like
almost
20
Finals MVP.
He was like 26-4 in the regular
yeah,
season.
like at 26-4, and then he played super
yeah.
well in the playoffs.
Yeah, he did. I just like his regular season performance to me just like was it,
I'm not gonna lie. I think
and-
with Gas
and-
did
and
hard
we-
regular season.
I almost feel like to a
He
degree.
was-
okay.
I'm not gonna lie. For a lot of the
He was
season,
like
he was keeping them
56%
afloat.
shooting, dude.
I-
Yeah, but his playmaking volume
He's-
and what
he's
they
like
were asking him
the
to do, he
third
was
best
keeping
passer
that
in
team afloat.
basketball.
I mean, cool.
Like-
But okay, but then if you're gonna say James Harden is a lot better in the regular season, I think Siakam was a lot better in the playoffs than James Harden.
He was.
That's fair.
I think a lot.
I was
They're-
gonna say I feel
they're
like a lot of
a
my
player.
Kawhi
disagree.
my Kawhi ranking, a lot of it is based upon the faith that I think that there is a level he can tap into, like that higher level, and I have to respect it. Because if it wasn't for that, I
I'm not
would
gonna
never.
lie, they needed that level in a game 7 this year in
Yeah,
the first
yeah,
round.
he didn't
fully
give it to
healthy.
you.
Where was it?
He didn't give it to you.
He didn't give it to you.
Yeah, I ain't gonna ask.
I will say the other guy that I struggled putting on this list in terms of a top 20 was Jalen Williams.
He's my
I
21.
thought about him.
Jalen Williams, he's in my top 25.
he's
I
21.
really was like,
I don't want
was
to say this to be facetious. He would have been 21.
yeah, I think he's
We're-
like. Actually, we got to help end this episode out. We've all given a top 20 now. Can everybody just run through their top 20 so the people
Oh,
know
got
and everybody has their top 20.
Real quick, just before we do that, where do y'all have Trey?
29.
20. I guess you didn't go that far.
I didn't rate him out that far.
I didn't go that far.
You think Kyrie Irving's a better basketball player than Trae Young?
Yes.
I
think Trey's volume is
At this
like,
point, yes.
yeah.
Yeah,
I think
I'm
the
sorry,
volume relative to
Bro,
production. is
Trey
not-
right
I-
now, if we're being so honest about Trey, unless he disproves me this year, he is a
I think he
high
will.
usage Helio guy who doesn't want to scale down, doesn't want to play off ball, and is bad in that.
I mean,
And he's-
What do you do?
to-
with that?
he's very
And he's arguably a bottom 3 defender in basketball.
no, he's not arguably he is. But I would say to be fair though, he has to be that though. Who else on that Hawks team is going to do that?
I think,
I don't think he has to be.
yeah.
Not at the. He's going to be Helio by nature because he's a pick and
You're
roll.
saying he gets that high
savant,
usage?
but it doesn't have to be because
Nah, bro.
Jalen Johnson's really good at basketball. Like Jalen Johnson,
I mean, my issue-
Jalen Johnson was going to be an all-star.
I mean,
Like,
for example, look at Halliburton, right? Halliburton's similarly Helio, but he doesn't have to take as many shots or absorb.
he's just not on the ball.
No,
he's just
Halle's
not
just
on the
a
ball
better
as
basketball player. Like that's why
Hallie, the reason why Hallie's that high to me is because he's so low time of possession relative to the
Yeah.
production
Yeah,
that
that's
he
what I'm saying.
has.
But if Trey could do that, we could have these.
I mean, I don't
problems.
think anybody else in the league can do that besides
I
Jokic.
just
I mean,
respect
you could argue
the floor raising and the playmaking from Trey.
I
Look,
respect. That's why
what-
he's a top 30 player to me. I think I've seen what his
And-
ceiling is now.
His scoring,
And I think that
efficiency is
his-
too bad.
I'll say-
It's so 3-point pull-up reliant, dude. And his again, like the variance on that is
He's
so
a
nasty
number
because
scorer,
he's
bro.
not Steph Curry, dude. Can't score in the mid
Nah,
range.
dude.
He's a good rim finisher. I don't want to like.
He has a floater.
he-
He's a
and
good
one of the,
finisher.
like,
He's a
excellent
floater.
He
floater,
has a
but,
really
like-
good floater. He's not good at the rim though.
He's not good.
Nah,
like
he's
it's
too small.
so he's just like he's in that weird spot for me.
It's just-
One of the 5, and I'll say this, not playmakers, passers. He's one of the 5 best passers I've ever seen.
Yeah, he's
agree.
Genuinely, like he makes some reads and some
Especially at
passes
his
where it's
size.
like, oh my lord, like it's ridiculous. But
It's just
I
I
just
feel
think
like
it's
the book
too
on
low.
him is kind of out now. Like the way teams guard him in the playoffs.
I think a lot of go ahead.
I just think if we all agree that he's like, if not the 5th worst defender in basketball, probably like
No, he-
top 3. Like he
he's-
probably is like the
yeah,
3rd worst
he's-
defender. It's like you probably go Tyus Jones,
it's Rob Dillingham.
Rob Dillingham, Trey Young.
Young,
Like
yeah.
no lie, that's probably it, right? Man, when you're looking at that on the offensive end, you have to be like undeniable.
That's facts. That's fair.
And,
Yeah,
and
I will
he's
say
so
the
far
one year he was, they made the conference finals.
Yeah.
And credit to him, they did that.
That wasn't
I
his
don't
best
think
year.
I don't
Yeah,
think that's like
2022 was actually a better.
I think but I just don't think that you can I can't rely on Trey Young and say like you're the best player on my team and the way I play you is going to lead to 50 wins. I just
Yep.
don't think that. I think that like I can put
No, he can't be your best.
no fun.
Yeah.
I think I'll say
But the
this.
problem is-
But can any of these guys?
no, but that's
No,
the
I
thing.
think I'd say this. If I traded Hallie
I don't
and
know.
Trey Young spots, I think the Hawks make the conference finals.
Yep.
I think with the personnel the Hawks have with Halliburton versus Trey Young, I think they make the conference finals.
No lie.
Healthy Hawks.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think, that's where I want to segue here. I think the healthy Hawks, especially in this Eastern Conference, I think they
They
should
better.
be. Yeah,
So they
I
better.
think they will.
He has this year to prove me wrong. Right?
I mean, I have faith in them.
All right, can we
we can
because we ended up going to a top 20. Can everybody run to their top 20s?
got it.
I can start mine off. Number 1, Nikola Jokic, followed by SGA, Giannis, Embiid, and Luka to round up the top 5. After that, I go Victor Wembanyama at 6, Tatum, Kevin Durant, Jalen Brunson, and Steph Curry to round up the top 10. 11, Anthony Davis, followed by Devin Booker, LeBron James, Anthony Edwards, and at 15, Tyrese Halliburton. At 16, I have Karl Anthony Towns. 17, I have Evan Mobley. 18, Zion Williamson, when healthy. 19, Cade Cunningham. And at 20, I have James Harden.
All right. Top 5, Jokic, Giannis, SGA, Luka, Wemby. Then it's next 5, Tatum, Steph, Ant, LeBron, KD. Then Embiid, Booker, AD, Brunson, Hallie. And then final 5, Mobley, Siakam, Donovan Mitchell, Cade, Cat.
I have Jokic, Giannis, SGA, Embiid, Luka is my first 5. Tatum, Wemby, Steph, AD, KD is my next 5. Brunson, Book, Ant, LeBron, D. Mitch is my next 5. And then my last 5 is Halliburton, Cat, Cade, Kawhi, and Trae Young.
So I have Jokic, Giannis, SGA, Luka, Embiid, Tatum, KD, Brunson, Curry, Wemby, LeBron, AD, Booker, Anthony Edwards, Donovan Mitchell, Halliburton, Cat, Kawhi, Dame, Siakam, and then Kyrie was 21 for me.
I had Jalen Williams at 21.
Yeah. All right.
All right. So the last segment of today, we do have an NBA ladder using first overall pick. So that's the gimmick
Ooh,
today. We
okay.
have an NBA ladder. I'm gonna ask you, would you rather have this number one overall pick or that number one overall pick? And y'all have to tell me who y'all would rather have. And I guess it progressively, it's up there. And this is also only using it's going back. I think the earliest pick on here is like 2009, I believe.
Okay.
So it's not going that far back. But first one is this year's number one overall or last year's number one overall pick, Zachary Ricochet or Andrew Wiggins?
Oh,
No, I'm going Wiggins.
are
for
we doing
sure.
off potential?
No, just
No, I'm going Wiggins.
Oh, today?
Yeah.
I mean,
Oh.
I guess we're saying because some of these guys, like for example, there's retired players on this list. So I was figuring that we're going like
Yeah, I'm going Wiggins.
Yeah, today Wiggins. I think if you asked me who I think's gonna have a better career, I would say Ricochet.
I don't know. Like Wiggins' career
He's
is
gonna be
like
an all-star once.
what you say, Zach?
a tough bar actually.
I'm gonna
Funny
say
enough,
Wiggins.
like,
These?
Wiggins.
I'm gonna say Wiggins.
All right, so Wiggins is advancing. Andrew Wiggins or DeAndre Ayton?
Wiggins.
Wiggins, yeah.
Andrew Wiggins or Ben Simmons?
Wig.
Oh,
Give me Ben Simmons.
peak for peak. Or,
Ben Simmons is better.
peak for peak. Ben
Ben
Simmons.
Simmons peaked higher. He peaked higher.
Ben Simmons or Cade Cunningham?
Cade
Cade Cunningham.
Cade's gonna be way better.
Cade Cunningham.
Cade Cunningham or Paulo Banchero?
Cade
Cade.
Cunningham.
Cade Cunningham or Blake Griffin?
Cade.
Cade.
Oh,
Cade's gonna be better. I respect Blake.
No, I ain't
Blake's really
Blake
good.
Griffin did peak
Blake's
like
really
top
good.
3
I would
MVP
say
voting.
Blake was really crazy.
I think Cade has the chance to be better, so I'll go Cade.
I think Cade will have a better career. I think
I,
Blake.
I will say this though: if you told me Cade Cunningham ends up with a Blake Griffin career, that is a good career. He's a Hall of
Is he
Famer.
peaking higher than Blake though? Because that's my thing. Because I think he's gonna have a better.
Blake
career,
might
have more
peak
longevity.
higher, but I still think if I'm a GM, I think Cade's having the better career.
I'll go Cade because
I also think the role he plays is more valuable.
Yeah, I'll go Cade.
Okay.
but
So
that's
Cade
fine.
Cunningham advances. Cade Cunningham or John Wall?
John Wall. John Wall.
Peak John Wall.
John Wall.
But like, I think Cade's gonna be better.
And John Wall.
Really?
John
I'm
Wall.
gonna say John Wall.
I think history.
Fair
I think
enough.
time has made us forget how excellent John Wall was as a basketball player.
John Wall or Kyrie Irving?
Kyrie.
Kyrie,
Not
yeah.
even close.
Kyrie Irving or Anthony Edwards?
Anthony Edwards.
I think Ant's gonna be better.
Kyrie.
So I'll say
Nah, I think that's
think-
gonna be
Kyrie.
better.
You think 5 years from now you're gonna look at Ant's career?
If Anthony Edwards is ever the second best player on a championship team, then that's something. But like he is still in the stages of finding out if
he's
he
the
can be a
second best player
one.
on a
I'm
team.
just
They
saying,
probably are a
right now,
championship team.
Kyrie's highest ever accomplishment is second team All NBA, and you could argue Ant should. be
Second team All NBA champion.
Yeah, I'll say
you
that.
could argue. Okay, NBA champion, yes, and Kyrie was extremely good, but I mean LeBron takes like
LeBron wins without that 40 he gave him.
no.
That's what I'm saying. Like it's like again.
Will Ant
so-
ever
so-
play with a player as good as LeBron?
He probably won't. But again, totality.
He's gonna
Like
play with a player better than him. Period.
the totality of to me like Kyrie Irving's career. I think because he never reached those peaks as a number one, like people would have wanted him to.
Which, by the
like-
way, he had the opportunity.
Yeah, he did. He had the
was on the
opportunity.
Celtics.
He had the opportunity to like be a one. I think the best chance he had with that Celtics team, he got hurt. Like I think that
No, he was healthy one of those years.
he was healthy, but the best shot he had,
Yeah,
like,
it's 2018.
he was hurt. So like I still think like for Kyrie Irving's career, NBA champion, multiple time All NBA, multiple time All Star, and you talk about moments like arguably the greatest shot in NBA history and how important he was to a finals run. Like Anthony Edwards reaching that in his career is an accomplishment, and I'm not fully sold on. Like, because what you're asking me is, do I think Anthony Edwards will finish his career a top 75 player of all time?
There you go.
I think.
I think he has the chance to, but like,
I think he's on trajectory.
I mean, he's
for it.
he's definitely on trajectory.
Definitely.
y'all overruled me. Ant won.
Ant
So
won.
He's definitely on trajectory. I ain't gonna
Anthony
lie.
Edwards or Zion Williamson?
And Zion not healthy, bro.
Anthony
He's
Edwards.
not healthy.
Anthony Edwards. Anthony Edwards.
Anthony Edwards. All right. Well, this is gonna be funny then. Derrick Rose.
Oh, Derrick Rose. Derrick
Anthony
Rose.
Edwards, dude.
Derrick Rose.
I ain't gonna lie.
Well, no funny. Will Anthony Edwards ever win an MVP?
Maybe.
He might.
No, he
I
won't.
don't think he would.
No, he won't.
I don't
Derrick
think he
Rose.
will.
Derrick Rose.
I ain't gonna lie,
Derrick Rose.
That's
Derrick
not
Rose,
like
Derrick Rose.
Anthony Edwards winning an MVP is something that's not like out of the realm of possibility. There's a very real chance that
Derrick
he does.
Rose.
Like,
I don't. I think.
Did you go?
because
Derrick
funny,
Rose?
funny enough,
You went
funny enough.
Bro, I value career, not 1 year peak.
But it's the thing. Again, even
Is
for
Bill Walton your greatest player ever?
no, but it's the thing.
Like-
You're talking about career. Ant doesn't have a career yet.
Yeah, we're projecting.
Like again,
I like
you're
that. Three-time All-Star.
You're
Three-time
projecting
All-Star,
this thing.
two-time All-NBA
What
already.
I know Derrick Rose was is at his peak a top 5 player in basketball. Will Anthony Edwards do that? I don't
I'm
know.
not sure.
I don't know.
I'm not
I
sure.
think-
I'm not
I
sure.
think-
I don't think so. I think with the landscape of the NBA and how it is, no, I don't.
I don't want to get into this, but top 5 player.
Derrick Rose was a top 5. He was the best point guard in basketball and a top 5 player in basketball. I'm not hearing that. He definitely was.
I was gonna say I don't want to argue that.
We were just having this combo the other day, Dre, about how every 4 to 5 draft classes there's usually a handful of guys who are like MVP caliber players, right? And so when you look at, because the last player to win the MVP is from 2018, when I look at 2019 to 2023, how many of those players are definitively better than Anthony Edwards?
I mean,
or
unless
projected
Wemby,
better?
Of few? I'm about to say a few.
Wemby?
all of them.
Right? Wemby?
What's gonna happen?
Other than that, like, maybe a min. Who else is after that?
Even a man is like
I'm taking Wemby, and
talking about
I don't. I'm
projections.
taking Wemby, and I don't want to project for the future too much. To hold
Like,
this
I don't.
convo up.
I'm not taking Tatum over him.
There are a
Yeah.
lot of other guys. I'm
not
confident.
taking Paulo over him. Right?
Again, y'all overrule me with Anthony Edwards.
So I'm looking.
Hey,
He's probably
but
the
my
second or
thing
third
is,
best
bro,
player in his
like,
iteration
I
of
don't
draft
get a vote.
classes.
I would've voted
I
D
think,
Rose.
I think best ability in sports availability. D Rose for his career. If Ant Edwards has a D Rose career, are you upset? I think you have to be upset.
No, I'm not upset. But it's the thing.
He wins an MVP and then just like
No, but again, this is I'm always going to be a peak over everything guy. Again, sustained peaks mean more.
okay.
But
What part
at
of
the-
Derrick Rose's peak is
man.
sustained?
No, that's what I'm saying. Again, for sustained peaks mean more. Let me finish the statement. At his peak, nobody was. Hindsight is 2020. People look back and be like, "Oh, LeBron should have won it." But go back to that year he won MVP and act like people were mad at it. Nobody was. Go find me an article that says Derrick Rose didn't deserve MVP. They were the 1 seed against the Heatles. They were the 1 seed, and it was because of him. Tell me Luol Deng was the reason they did that, bro. Please tell me.
He did have
Derrick Rose won MVP, dude. He was the best player in basketball for a season. Every writer, every journalist, and every fan was looking like, that's the guy, dude. These dudes y'all want to have conversations about, Russell Westbrook was not in that conversation. People loved Russ back then. It was Derrick Rose, everybody else. I'm not hearing nothing about it. Y'all overruled me, Anthony Edwards, though.
It's a split room because he's also D Rose.
He's the host. He don't get a vote.
So y'all vote.
Anthony Edwards beats Derrick Rose.
Anthony Edwards or Karl Anthony Towns?
Anthony was probably going to be better.
I go Ant.
Yeah,
I would go
he's probably
Ant.
gonna be
I think
Anthony
he's already
Edwards
peaked
or
higher.
Wemby?
Wemby.
Wemby or Anthony Davis?
Ooh.
Now this has to be projection.
You're projecting there. This was like the pre-draft thing with Wemby. Like, if Wemby has an AD career, is it successful? I still think that's you're a Hall of Famer and an
Has
excellent
80
player.
has
but
80 ever been? He's been first in the NBA, right?
I think Wemby. Yeah.
I
He's
think-
definitely been his first team all NBA.
twice,
He was like
maybe?
third for MVP voting.
Yeah, I would say
He's been first team all NBA.
I think Wemby will be better. So I would.
I think-
would-
Okay, if you want to make the peak argument, I think Wemby peaks out.
I think he
Yeah,
peaks
I
higher. I
think
don't know if he
I
has
think
a
he
better
peaks
career.
higher.
That's my whole
Career is just tough with his health.
Well, you could have argued Wemby would have had a higher peak this year because he would have won DPOY.
I was gonna say,
80's never done
I didn't
that,
want to say that.
You know,
but,
you
like,
could. You genuinely could make that
I
argument.
I mean,
yeah.
but 80's never won DPOY, but he's had years where he's been like second
he-
and also been like third in
yeah.
MVP voting.
Yeah,
Like in
I-
2018. I'm gonna say AD. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know if Wemby. I think he peaks higher. I don't know if he has the sustained success long enough to say he has a better career.
I
than
think
AD.
Wemby's gonna be a better defensive player, and I think he's
Nah, he's
trending. He's trending towards being.
He's gonna be a better player. I just
He's
don't know.
trending
if
towards
he's
being
gonna be
better on
I would go Wemby.
I think I gotta go Wemby.
I don't hate that.
Yeah.
I don't hate that.
Wemby is the winner of the ladder of the number 1 overall pick ladder. So
Nah, that was predictable.
I mean, even if we pick D Rose, he was losing next round.
Wait,
anyway, so-
Anthony Edwards over.
yeah, so that's nasty.
Real quick.
Yeah,
Real quick. Hold on.
Y'all be gassing heads.
I remember. Let's say D Rose won. Is he beating Cat?
Yeah, I would have voted
Sure,
more.
beating
Okay,
Cat.
he's beating Cat. Is he beating who was next? It was 80, right?
No, the next
No.
one was Wemby.
Wemby.
he w-
Is he
I
beating
mean,
Wemby?
No, I wouldn't pick him.
Okay, so D Rose would have gone like one more rung on the list. So like,
We gotta
who
have
cares?
a conversation about
Still
this
an MVP
Derrick
though.
Rose fella one day, man. Because it's certain players in NBA history that get gas, bro. And I ain't gonna lie. With all due respect, he's definitely. one of them.
Derrick Rose had you in the driveway
Bro,
practicing hop steps, bro. I don't want to hear
We're gonna
it.
get into a Derrick Rose.
But
Someone end the podcast.
all right. On that note, once again, appreciate you guys for stopping by. Make sure to like, comment, share, subscribe. Everybody's links will be in the description down below to go follow us on every single platform. Also, I be forgetting to mention this. We are on YouTube, Apple Podcasts, and Spotify as well. So if you want to listen or watch, that is all available to you. And yeah, we will catch y'all next time. Appreciate you for stopping by. The Right Read.